What's up everyone, my name's Robbie, this is Robbie and Manila, and today we're talking about how much I made my first month monetized on YouTube. So let me start off by saying I love watching other YouTubers do these videos. Like, I'm kind of addicted to them. Like, I've probably watched like 40 different videos on people making money on YouTube. And I'm happy that I'm finally monetized and now I'm able to make one of these videos so I can kind of pull back the curtain of my own channel so you can check out how much a YouTuber makes that only has like 1,000 subscribers. Now, every time I watch a YouTuber make one of these videos about how much they made, they always start with, "I'm not bragging," and a lot of them say like, "I just do this for fun, it's not about the money." So let me just address that real quick. So first off, when you see how much money I've made my first month on YouTube, you're gonna be like, well, obviously he's not bragging. So that one's out of the way. But the other one, about just doing YouTube for fun, I didn't just start this channel for fun. Like, I started this channel to make money. Like, that's the reason. Like, I wanted to make extra income. That's why I started this channel. Do I like the topics that I talk about? Yes. Do I know about what I'm talking about? I do, you know, because I've done this for a while as a profession. But I started this channel specifically to generate income. And I wish more people would be comfortable saying that, because I think a lot of people feel that way, honestly. All right, I've said my whole piece on that part. What I want to ask you right now is a question. So how much do you think that I'm gonna make? So before you watch the end of this video, let me know in the comment below, put a little number there. I would love to hear like what you think someone like my channel size with like 1,000 subscribers makes on YouTube in a month. So what I sometimes like to do when I do things like these, I like to kind of like take a step back, look at the whole picture. YouTube has, and this is off the top of my head, but I think 2.2 billion active users during the year. And so when we kind of look back and see like what's going on with YouTube and how many YouTube channels there are, that's kind of like how I like to start this whole thing, with like the broad view of what's going on. So how many YouTube channels are there? Well, there's 37 million YouTube channels that like have essentially like a video or two or something like that. So these are basically channels that have literally uploaded some videos, because like someone with a Gmail account, I think automatically can have a YouTube channel, right? So 37 million have uploaded videos. Okay, so after that, let's go to that like next kind of tier. So like, how many YouTube videos have 100 subscribers? So think about this in your head before I like move on here. So what do you think? What do you think it is? Because I actually thought it would be probably a little bit higher than this, and it's like actually a little bit lower. So 18 million YouTube channels have 100 or more subscribers. And so what's interesting though is that it really drops off between that 37 million down to 18 million just when you go from like a couple subscribers all the way up to, let's say, like 100 subscribers. That's a big dip. And now let's kind of like bring this further to where I am right now. So I have 1,000 subscribers. So with 1,000 subscribers, there's now 6 million channels that have 1,000 subscribers or more. And so this is kind of where I'm sitting right now. And if we kind of think about this and we like step back, I am kind of like competing or in this like pool of, let's say, like 6 million other people that are trying to get your views and that have like at least what I've done so far, and likely much, much better than what I have. As in, they've got way more subscribers than just 1,000. And if we go to my specific rank and we go to something called Social Blade, then we can see that my subscriber rank is about 6.6 million. So I have all of the different channels there are. I'm like number 6,694,000th or whatever in that line. Now, if you actually dwindle this down into, instead of like all of subscribers and all of channels, what if you just like went to the country rank? So then I have 781,000. So it gets a little bit better. And if you really think about this, there is a lot of YouTube channels and not a lot of people who are getting to the probably really, really high subscriber counts. So let's take a question. So how much do you think in terms of monthly income this website says that my actual YouTube channel makes? So I have a C+ grade, and Social Blade essentially says that I make between $2 and $33 per month in earnings. Now, where does Social Blade get this? Well, essentially they use a average cost per mil, or CPM, which is how much you make for 1,000 views on YouTube. they average this out between different channels. Now, here's the thing. Some channels are going to have outliers, and some are going to have outliers to the higher end, and some are going to have outliers as the bottom end. Also, the country plays a big part in this. So I'm in the United States. A lot of my views come from the US, and the US has a lot higher of a CPM than a place like the Philippines, which is where I live. And this whole thing, when I said that I got into this YouTube thing to actually make money, I thought about all of this before I launched my channel. And so actually when I was going to create my channel, this is a screenshot of an Excel spreadsheet that I created when I was kind of brainstorming, trying to think of what type of channel I should create. So I wrote down all these ideas, and at the end of the day, what I did is I did my research and I thought about how much money you could make with these different topics or niches. This is what I pretty much found out. So the largest and best cost per mil type niches were going to be these: the finance videos, the digital marketing, the starting a website videos. Those are the ones that do the best. And so I decided at that point, as I saw that really this is what I was going to do. So if I went to expat videos, I might get a lot of views from the Philippines, which is great and all, but I would be making CPM rates in the Philippines. Also, if I did learning Tagalog, I would be making CPM rates also in the Philippines, maybe, as Filipinos would be watching me and maybe they think I'm an idiot for how bad I'm speaking or something like that. So I would be monetized and getting more views there and probably less views in the United States, which would drive down the amount of money I'd be making. So okay, let's go over to my YouTube analytics and let's take a look at my CPM for my channel for the first 28 days I've been monetized. So here we are in my analytics, and as you can see, this is showing August 9th, which is the day I got monetized, up into September 5th. So that is a 28-day time period. Now, of course, sometimes a month will be 29 days, 30 days, whatever, right? So I'm doing 28 days to just be conservative to show you. This is my CPM. I made $25.78 for every 1,000 views of my channel. Now, of that CPM, I don't keep all of the money. Some of it goes to YouTube, some of it goes to me as the creator. My RPM is what I actually take home for myself. So my RPM is $13.51 for every 1,000 views. So okay, let's put this into perspective. Having a 25.78 CPM and my RPM of 13.51, if I had 10,000 views for my channel for a month, I would make $135. Now, let's say I was able to do better and I got 100,000 views. Well, I would have $1,351 if I had 100,000 views. If I had 1,000,000 views, $13,510. So as you can see, of course, the more views you get, the more money you're gonna end up making. Now, if you look at kind of some different YouTubers, how much money might they make with my CPM? So for example, Stephan is one of the biggest personal finance YouTubers. I'm sure you've heard of him. So he had 6.5 million views just last month, the last 30 days. So if Stephan had my CPM with 6.5 million views, he'd make $87,815 with my RPM, basically. A ton of money. But of course, it's extremely hard to get 6.5 million views. So let's go to another YouTuber, a guy named Broe, who I think is a pretty good YouTuber. I like his content and he's doing a good job right now. He's got 64,000 subscribers and he had around 289,000 views over the past 30 days. So what would he have with that? Well, he would have made about $3,904 with my RPM. And so that's a really good normal salary, I would say, and I would be very happy to make that. I would be ecstatic to make that money. And so, okay, these are some examples, and I did not get anywhere near the amount of views that these two guys have gotten. So let's go ahead, drum roll, let's go over to my analytics and let's reveal how much I made over the past 28 days, my first 28 days monetized on YouTube. Okay, so my first 28 days monetized on YouTube, I made $101.66. Honestly, I think I'm pretty good with that because Social Blade, as you saw before, that was going to have an RPM or a CPM rather of probably at the very most, I think $5 or $6. And I have a way better CPM than they were estimating because they take an average. And like I said before, when I started this YouTube channel, I made sure that I went with a high CPM niche, and I'm very happy that it did end up that after all this like hard work of creating this channel, getting to 1,000 subscribers, which took me like 14 months, what I had initially planned has panned out. I do make a good CPM or RPM on my channel, and I'm very happy about that. So $101.66 over the first 28 days. Can't complain. Happy to make some money, and I'm wondering what you thought I was going to make, so let me know in the comments below. And I hope this video was fun. I hope you liked it. It's a little different than some of my other videos, but if you want to see some of my other videos, please subscribe and hit the like button, of course. And if you want to see another one of my videos coming up on the end screen, there's one coming up. You should hit that right now.